Here we go. I gotta hide half the shit. There. This stuff here for 10 bucks a can by 3M, it's really not that bad. I mean, 3 cans, 30 bucks. I'm probably gonna end up buying some more, especially for these guns. You know, the other ones, I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, I gotta do that 9. So let's get those barrels started and things. I'm gonna run this through there too, as long as it's out. 9 for a 9. That's nothing like it's gonna hurt anything. Okay, now also what I want to do, what do you want to do? Well, I'm going to put the right cap on that can. There. Okay. Now, we have a little bit. Hold on. Use this, because none of these parts that I'm worried about. I don't have to worry about it. Smoking. Yeah. I'm going to leave this right on here. Maybe not. Because it's not fit right where I want it to be. Right here now. All right. You know, their concept isn't bad on these things. I like the double action only. I like it because the hammer is basically hidden. You know, so it's not going to snag on anything. What I'd like to see is the barrel about 1.5 inches or so, at least 1 inch longer. And have it work would be another thing. Now the only difference is when I do classes versus when I was carrying it, is that I still have a lot of lead ammo. Well, I did have. I think we used it all up yesterday. Yeah, we did. I had about 400 rounds left. And the last 2 guys that were down there, they actually knew how to shoot. I've been to the range with them. They've been to the range with other people. You know, if you go to the range, you can shoot as long as somebody has a permit, you know, and they're willing to take responsibility for you. So I seen that they were shooting. Plus, I kind of know them. Well, like I say, 2 of them weren't the Rosses. They weren't related to Unkin anyway. But they still lived in the creek. And I remember seeing them down that way when I was down around the Sea Mist area, hanging out down there, down at the dock. I just noticed something here. Or am I not noticing it? Okay. I was wrong. So like I said, once the girls were done, the ladies, and the son, and I had these other two. Again, they all knew one another. They all came the same time. I said, you guys want to finish off these rounds while I'm cleaning up. I mean, one is I know they can shoot because I've been with them in now I've seen them in places that I've been and shoot, and again I know them to say, hey, how you doing, blah 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 blah. Good. That loosened it right up. Okie dokie. Now let's put these on this rag, including the brushes. Okay. Oh, they were dirty, dude. Dudes and dudettes. You just sit right there, Greg. You just sit right there and write yourself a letter. Now let's do this. Let me see. Get the old steel. Now see, this is something I like about them. Right here. See that? That's where the slides on. That's a solid piece all the way down. That is nice. That is a good idea. I like that. That's something else that a lot of people forget about. They forget about inside the mag well. When it goes poof in there, you know, sometimes you get some blowback. See, what happens is your round is in the chamber. The chamber in these, or in any of your pistols, semi-automatics, the chamber is part of the barrel. So brass, this is why I like brass too. The expansion rate and the retraction rate on brass is faster than your steels, your tins, your aluminums, and all that kind of crap. All right, and that's what you need, because when you pull it, and as that powder, this happens as fast as that round is from the trigger pull to the bang to the shot. That fast. What happens is the primer strike is stricken, the powder is burning, and the expansion is starting, because if you put your round in there and you shake it, you'll hear it moving around a little bit. It expands. As soon as the bullet leaves, it retracts. You know, before the bullet even gets out of the barrel, it's already retracted. And when it does that, you get some of that before and after this and this. You get some of that blowback from the powder that's pushing the bullet out, comes back and it gets down inside here. So you got to clean the whole thing. Got that? All right. Let me tell you again. that's one of the problems. That should continue to go. See what I mean? That won't do anything now until I... They're not dependable. They can work 1 minute and stop on a dime. Now, granted, these have probably got about 5,000 or 6,000 rounds through them. Why don't I remember these things? See, I don't like these because of this either, really. It wouldn't be a stopper for me owning one if they worked. But I don't like them because the only way to break this down is to take those out. Now, if you haven't got something like an empty or a spent cartridge or something, or a nail file or something, you got to get that out in a hurry. You're going to have to either have really strong nails or have something around, like I said, to get that out. Because you're not going to get it apart without that. And I don't like that. That one seems to be okay. This one may be all right now. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're all cleany, hunky-dory. I'm going to open them and let them sit over there for a minute. Actually, I'm going to open them and put them over there in the sun. I mean, they're done. They don't need the sun. But let me do it, because I still have to clean that one and that one. No, I cleaned this one. No, that one. This one doesn't get cleaned. This one I have to clean. Okay, now, let me spray a little cleaner on these. Magazines need to be cleaned as well. That's another thing. It wasn't with the crowd I had yesterday, but I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, she was laying out at the gate on one of the doggy beds. That was different. That's good. And usually she won't go anywhere. If I'm not in her sight, she's not happy. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, George. Okie dokie. Just want to make sure we're all copacetic here and everything is fine. Come on. There you go. There you go. I hate these with fixed barrels. Sometimes they can be such a pain in the ass. You gotta, you know what I mean. I just like complaining today. That's all there is to it. I didn't clean this barrel though, did I? No, I didn't. Ooh. Well, now here, fellas. Whoa, that is gritty. Surprised this was even running, because I didn't clean this the last 2 times. And this is the one that gets used the most. And it's cruddy. And it kept running. Alright. Let's get this little container up here so I can do a little spray. I'm not going to do that stuff. Well, let's do some of this stuff. Yeah, let's do some of this stuff. Let's see how it's going to do it. What did I do with the brush? I put it over there? Here it is. Okay. Well, anyway, the way I got to check my emails, but I think Monday, about 11 o'clock, Coast Guard's going to be dropping off the jukebox. The jukebox! What you talking about? Well, apparently they got a jukebox in Sector. And it doesn't want to, I may have told you this already, it doesn't want to play a record. It takes the record. You know, it's the old 45. It's an older unit. You know, and I told him, if I'm going to fix this for you and you're going to sell it, I said, I'm not fixing it. So you guys better tell me now, because I'm not going to sit here and waste my time for you guys to be profiting on something. If you're going to use it, then that's it. If not, I'll never fix another piece for you. No, it's going to go in the gallery. He says, he also had said, not verbally, this is all on email, he also said that he may want to know if it can be turned up or down a little bit. This here way, if it is in the gallery, while they're eating and things, you know, they want to talk. You know, they don't want to hear music blasting in the background. You know, I mean, it's in two parts. There's those big, hard accordion type curtains that block off like a, I don't know, maybe it's 40 by 40 room, and then the gallery's probably about the same size, but when it's open, it's just all one big one. So, you know, if they're going to put it in the other part, so if they want to go down there and kind of dance a little bit on their time off or something, that's fine. But if it's going to be in the gallery, they may want to turn it down a bit. So I told him, well, there probably is a way. If not, I can make a way, but, you know, it's still going to have a control on it, so you can do what you want to do and put it where you want to put it, so you don't have to keep going in and out of it, and you're going to have to put it behind it. And if people notice you go behind it to turn it up or down, they're going to start going behind it, and at that point, what's the sense of having it? So again, don't start asking for all this stuff if you're not going to do what you got to do. Right now, I think he said it was sitting in his office. And he said, the email, he says, are we going to use my truck, or do you have a way? Well, use your truck. If you need somebody to load it or help you load it, I can come down. But you're a station, sector. You got 100, 200 people there. You know, cadets, posties, you know, all kinds of people. Get them out of the office. Tell them come down and help you move it. When you get it here, we'll worry about it. I don't think we'll have a problem. I can use the tractor, bring it into the front door here, you know, and at that point, usually they're on wheels or locking casters or something. But anyway, even if it isn't, I got here. We can put it on that, and we can just wheel it into the back. Once it gets back there, I can use the hoist and hoist it up with the electric hoist. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Stop making big deals out of nothing. Okay. Spray. It's right here. Oh, by the way, if in fact you don't know, when you clean a barrel or something that you really can't tell if it's clean or not, and you got to look down it, well, you know, we're always told don't be sticking the barrel up our nose or in our face, but we know that at this point it's okay. So when you're trying to see down in there, now this way I really can't see down. There's too much in the way. I can kind of, but if I go this way, I can see all the way down, but it's dark because I'm seeing all this blackness. Take a business card or something, a little piece of white paper, anything, and put it down in there. By me putting this down back here, now I got a nice clean picture, and I can see that I've got a clean barrel. Oh no, it's got a little dirt there still. I may run it through again. I may soak it first. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Alright, so let's finish this one. I'm running out. I'm running out. Yeah. At least I got all the air. Yeah, I did. Take this off. Can I get this off? I can try. Try. There we go. So I'm thinking that probably I would want to miss the trash pail. Okay. The back. All right. Anyhow, let's get this other piece. Finish maybe this off. Too much crap is no good. When it comes to oil and things, less is best. You just want to put a little bit on where you need to, where you see the wear. There, okay. Now let's ream this. Let's spray some of this in here. Now let's ream it with this. Let's go this way. Now let me plug it. There we go. She's plugged. There we go. Wow, there we go. Now we're even getting reflection off that bitch. And more dirt. This stuff evaporates pretty good. Plus I got a lot of paper in there. Okay. So it looks like we're pretty well okay here. Wait a minute, what's that? No, that's okay. That's nothing to be concerned about. Okay, I gotta clean those. But let's, oh man, I hate doing these things. I hate this with a passion. I do. Make sure we got the right piece going in the right place at the right time. Okay. I think that was the problem. That's why I couldn't push it back all the way. See what I mean? Good. Should have remembered it. Should have known. Should have remembered. Good. Give these a little squirt. Oh, squirt. Hey, babe. Why's everybody barking? Huh? What's everybody barking about? Huh? You know what everybody's barking about? Whoa. There you go. Put these with the other one. Put this with the other one. All right. I got to remember that. I do that all the time. The slide is not going to go all the way back if it can't get through that little bit of hole. Yeah, a little bit of hole over there. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, let's put these over here. Jar. These, I may be a little carried away at this point, but saving those at times is a good thing. And I keep them in here where it has some cleaner. Some of that purple stuff. There. Right now, when I shake it, there's probably 50 different types in here. No, 50 units, probably 3 or 4 different types. But sometimes you get a can of spray and the nozzle's clogged and you don't want to screw around with it. You just take it off, pop another one in, throw the wicks up. By the time it's done, you're ready to go.